All right. Good evening to our bright parents. It's another Friday night, and we are again live tonight. So, is everybody excited to know who our guest speaker is? So, we have no less than one of the Philippines' top best selling author and motivational speaker. We have Mr. Randall Tiongson tonight to share about family and finance. So we will be defining how to define our purpose. So please bring in your friends because we're starting in a few minutes already. Our guest speaker for tonight is already on air, and this is a birthday special episode. So we will be raffling off books by Randall Tiongson. And of course, we also have our guest performer for tonight, Miss Mary Ann Jolie, where she will be serenading us tonight. So, how's everybody doing? All right, so please invite your friends to come tune in because we are already starting. Right there. Oh, we already have greetings there. Hi from Jaw. So without here we are. So all right. Before we start, let me reintroduce myself. So I'm Jen. You can call me Bright Jen, and I'm the founder of the Bright Parenting Community. It's a community of mom and dads who love to build a brighter future for their family. And of course, enough about me, our speaker. Sino ba yung speaker natin for tonight? Ayan. So we have no less than Mr. Randall Tiongson, best-selling author and motivational speaker. So Mr. Randall Tiongson is an advocate of life and personal finance with nearly 30 years of experience in the financial service industry. He has become one of today's most respected personal finance coaches in the country. Aside from his training and speaking endeavors, he is also a director of the Registered Financial Planner Institute of the Philippines and also a strong advocate of financial education for OFWs. He has given lectures in 15 countries outside the Philippines. And of course, he will be here tonight and get a chance on winning his best-selling books. So please comment in below what you have learned from Bright Parenting. So, all right, without further ado, let me bring in Sir Randall Tiongson. Good evening, Sir Randall.
Hi, Jen. So first and foremost, happy birthday.
Oh,
This is
no,
a
thank
wonderful
you.
gift that you have for people in your community and your followers. So well, happy birthday. And good evening to
Thank,
everybody. All the way in Quezon City. This is Jen's in Iloilo. We have
I'm in
people from Cebu,
Iloilo.
right? That's the
Yes,
beauty of
watching.
technology now. No, we're from everywhere. We don't have to wait to travel to get to be with each other. So
Yes, there we
Osami.
have watching from Osamis.
Okay.
Wow, ayan.
Wow. Wow. Hey.
Yeah. So, Sir Randall, thank you for the time and the opportunity. I know you are so busy, and yet you gave me this wonderful gift of having you in
Yeah.
our Bright Parenting episode. So, first up, Sir Randall, why do we need to define our purpose in terms of our family at saka finance?
Okay, so that's a deep question, no? And a lot of people would really go through life without really understanding it. I guess as people of intellect, we think about things. There also has to be a reason for us to do certain things, right? We don't just do things without any reason or deeper understanding or what you call a purpose. So I guess it's important to be aware that there's a reason why we are parents. There's a reason why we are husbands. There's a reason why we are fathers. And knowing those reasons is it's really annoying. One, it motivates us to seek further, and second, it in a way it's like a guide. Parang it's like a guide, para so that when we know we're getting away from our purpose, we know we have to go back. We have to recalibrate ourselves. So it's a guide also at the same time. Jen, I lost your audio.
Oh, sorry.
Yun.
There. Yun. Sir Randall, so when did you find out now what was your
Mm.
purpose?
I went through a long time thinking that I had different kinds of purposes. No? So of course, the problem kasi, Jen, we mistake our purpose with our passions. We have many
Yes.
passions in life. We think it is what we want. We would now think our purpose as to what we want to be, what we need to do, and stuff like that. So, growing up and even into adulthood, no, I was thinking na yun yung purpose ko. I mean, my purpose is to to raise a family. My purpose is to provide for them. My purpose is to teach people. So went through many of those things, or be wealthy. Maybe something that I thought about, but I kind of realized that a lot of those things were things that I want, and not necessarily things that I needed to do. And not to sound cliche or corny, I realized that purpose is the reason why God's placed me in this earth. So purpose in that sense is God given, and knowing what God wants you to do is it's liberating kasi it takes the guesswork out of life, and at the same time you know that there's a direction where the Lord wants you to go through, and what you have to do is follow that direction. So that's something that was clear for me. So when I guess it was, the thing with the purpose, it's not as clear kagad. It's not like one day you wake up, or you in a
Yes.
dream you dreamed about this. No, it's really more as how the Lord will reveal this to you over time. So I guess mine started when I started to stop living for myself and decide to live for the Lord. Yung parang there was a moment in my life I realized, oops, teka, am I living for myself, or am I living just for this, or what do I do? So again, I reignited my relationship with the Lord, and from that, I think the Lord was parang progressively revealing what His purpose in my life was to be. So if there's an age of that, I was already in my 40s, parang ganyan. So I went through
Ah,
this. I'm old already, Jen. I'm old already. I'm a
but
lolo.
you look young. Hindi
I'm a
halata talaga, Sir
grandfather.
Randall.
I'm a grandfather. I'm in my 50s. So, but I went through, I don't color my hair, by the way, just people are asking. Just joke lang. Parang I went through that. And then I found out na, number one, I think my deep purpose was I need to worship the Lord, my creator. And second, do His bidding eh. Yung seek first His kingdom and His righteousness, the Bible says, seek first His kingdom, His righteousness, and everything else will be given unto you. So parang that became, and that means I had to, in a way, change certain things that I do, recalibrate my life, and medyo go towards that. So nagsabi ng young lolo, thank you for young lolo. Young naman ako. So, but some guys are even younger than me when we became a lolo. So yeah. I have one grandchild and I have another one coming. So by year end, I have two. Oh, yan, di ba? Full circle na.
Oo. Galing. Sir Randall, you mentioned kanina that sometimes we confuse our passion for our purpose. Can you elaborate on that, Sir
Yeah.
Randall?
Because as human beings, talagang we're driven by our passions, our desires, for many things, and sometimes it gets us into trouble. I mean, especially when you're young, when you're really confused. So it kind of, we get into relationships that we're not supposed to get into because we're driven by those. So our desires, our passions are very strong, and we now confuse it that this is what I need to do. This is just because I like music doesn't mean that my purpose in life was to be a musician, not because of this stuff. So that becomes a problem. Passion is our heart's desire, and there's nothing wrong with passion. It drives us, but we cannot mistake that as our reason. No? So I guess purpose is the reason why we were created in this world today, and that we need to seek that, and we can only find that out when we know the person who gave us that purpose. I believe purpose is God given. So how would I know the purpose if I don't know the person who gave that to me? So yan yung mga situation, and then later on I realized that there are certain passions that I have that can support my purpose. So parang ganon. Pero very clear sa akin, your passion does not mean to be a purpose. For some people, it's the same, but for many people, it's not.
Right. And then, Sir Randall, along the way in finding your purpose, did you make mistakes and how did you handle it?
Making mistakes is part of life. I mean, we all know that. I mean, you don't stop making mistakes. Not at my age, I still make mistakes, no? But along the way, we don't make. I'd like to believe I don't make grave mistakes as I used to do. But we do that. So, and at the end of the day naman, I mean, now, number one, no, we serve a gracious God, a gracious Father, who would allow us to make mistakes and who would even bring us back to, our right standing and our right direction. So those mistakes are part of life, and we learn from that. What is important is that, yeah, you realize that you make a mistake, and then you learn from that. No, that you don't repeat it. Kasi, many of us, that's our problem. We make mistakes and we repeat those mistakes.
Yes.
Yeah, even in finances, di ba? A lot of people do that. Alam na nila, they keep on doing that. So that's a problem for all of us.
Right. So, Sir Randall, you mentioned, I saw in some of your posts that when you were younger, there were really things, let's say you made the wrong investment, and then how did you recover? Yeah, I saw that post.
Yeah, my regrets. I posted something and I was, it's funny lang, Jen, no, when you do something like this. It was a very personal thing with me. I remember posting that a few years ago. I reposted that, I think, the other day. I was kind of surprised that like 500 people will share it. Oh, why? I guess it resonates. Making mistake resonates with a lot of people because we're human beings. We make mistakes. And siguro we're also human to accept that. Kasi di ba parang the world expects us to be perfect and all these things. But I try to tell people that's not true. I mean, I want to show people that I have mistakes, that I have a vulnerable side. So that, and people can relate to that. So, and speaking of parenting, di ba? I mean, ikaw ba, Jen, did you know how to parent, di ba? The moment it was there.
No.
And, by the time you learn everything, your kids are grown up. So
right.
that's part of the journey. That's part of the journey.
So, Sir Randall, in terms of parenting, what is your tip to us? Kasi you're a dad, a lolo, and a loving husband. All in ka na, Sir Randall.
I think the biggest thing that I want to tell people, of course, we just have to tell everybody, and this, Jenna, there are no such thing as perfect parents. And every family is unique. I mean, my family is raised as such, and I have to guard myself. Minsan, I find myself comparing, or I have to be very, very careful that I don't compare. Because, say, my family dynamic is different from mine, from yours, even from my siblings. They're different. So again, that's the first thing you need to do is accept that every family is different. That doesn't make it one better than the other, because one of the biggest problem with parenting and families, when you begin to compare yourselves, and I agree. I mean, programs like this are helpful, but sometimes it also makes people feel inadequate as a parent. Uy, there's a perfect couple. They're always together. They're eating. They're singing together. They play. Parang then you look at your family. We're not like that. Are we a failure? Parang yung mga ganyan problema. So again, be careful.
Yes.
Don't do that. Everybody's unique. There's something in you. I'll give you an example, since it's connected. But we've been seeing this, the date time and everything. So also
yes.
and me and my wife were, we've been married for 30 years. We tried it. It doesn't work for us. We're different. I mean, after a while, weekly date, what do we do? Okay, after a while, we just stare at each other. But we do it differently. Ours is different. It's more like we don't have date nights, but we travel together, and then we're together for like a week. Kami lang dalawa. I mean, we do it differently than the other people. I mean, it's not that we don't communicate, we talk, but we don't do it the way, kasi, after 6 and parenting, di ba? Dapat may family mo, you have a vision together, you sit down.
Yeah,
we never did those things. No, we never did those things. You have to be very careful about doing this. Ang daming mga ganyan. Dapat ganito yun. Dapat there's family values that you talk about. We never have those things. I mean, I'd like to believe my children did not grow up to be rebels and everything. But alam mo yun, we just have a different way of doing this. And it kind of works for us. So as a parent, you're doing yourself a great favor by not comparing with other
Yes.
families, especially if you have this peg of a perfect family. And for all you know, that perfect family is not perfect. I mean, they might show there's perfection in their lives, but there's also a lot of flaws. So, yun yan. And ito pa, Jen, because we're finance people, di ba? Alam mo,
Yes.
you have small kids pa, but when your kids become bigger, there's this pressure that your kid has to be financially able, financially savvy, magagaling sila. And in my case, that's a pressure. But I don't do lectures in my dining table. I don't put out my laptop and put my PowerPoint and talk to them about how to invest and how to save, no. But rather, it's more about modeling lang talaga. So really,
Mm.
I just wanted to show them. So my tip is in that side is number one, not to compare, and number two, it's more about presence. It's more about us being there. Okay, more on that. I tell a lot of, and particularly dads, so sa mga sana may mga daddy din na nakikinig, no? Kadalasan mga program ganito, puro mami lang ang nakikinig, no? Pag mga parenting, nawawala yung mga daddy. So, to all the dads,
Ayan, meron.
maybe we can have a father program in the future, no? I'll challenge you towards that Jen, no? So, alam mo yung mga ganun bagay. So, we need to show up. We need to be there. I mean, we can't parent in remote. We have to be there. Where are we? We have to be.
Right.
We have to be. It has to be there. We have to be present. So again, much of parenting is really more about presence, and it doesn't have to be you're there. You have a one-to-one. Parang, we have this perfect thing that I'm there. I'm doing a heart-to-heart talk with my son, my daughter. Most of the time, I don't talk to my child. I mean, I'm there. They ask me, I cook for them or stuff like. But we do have a conversation from time to time, but it's never like how you see it in the movies or how you see it in the in YouTube, in the social media perfection. So yeah. So, oh, wow, Joe, thank you. You're a dad. Meron akong kasamang daddy dito. At least I hope there's more than two of us. Okay, so and then I need to agree that it has to be there. So you have to and then lastly, as a parent, siguro understand what your role is. I mean, there's a particular role for a father and there's a particular role for a mother. Now that we're medyo Father's Day special na rin natin konti to, Jen, no? So I really want
Yes.
to fathers, there's a role. You know what your roles are. Like, I understand that I call it the 3 Ps, no? Number one, my role is to provide. I mean, that's very clear. Ako, I need to provide for my family. Yes, at one point, my wife was also working. We're doing it together. Pero it's my primary responsibility. Na I need to do everything so that I can
Right.
provide for them. So P, provide. Next, I need to protect them. So ang role din ng father is protective. Ang role ng nanay is nurture, ganyan. Ang tatay medyo protective. Make sure that, the roof over their head, make sure that they're, I physical protection, and I have that. So I have to protect. And then lastly, also I come in as I need to pastor my children. Parang I also need to have a spiritual authority and covering over them, and in a way, bring them to the Lord. So yan yung akin 3 Ps that and then later on, of course, prayer. You need to always pray for your children. So I've simplified what parenting is for me, and I hope people think that kasi me and my wife we do marriage talks, we do parenting talks. Parang people think that there's a perfect formula. So friends, there's no perfect formula. Okay? In parenting, there's no guide. So don't be pressured to live that perfect parenting life and stuff. But it's good. No, programs like this are nice because we start with conversations and we try to build up from that.
Right. So those are 3 Ps: provide, protect, and pastor our kids and family. So Sir
Yeah.
Randall, you mentioned kanina that the most important. Yes.
Add this.
Yes.
Okay. The best thing a father can do to their children is to love their mother. Yan. Okay, very important yan. Kasi it's very clear, no? Because they need to see, number one, we're a role model to them. Kasi yung impartation of fathers are very strong. So my children know that my priority over everybody is my wife. Secondary sila sa akin. Not that but kasi di ba Filipino family, laging everything's about their children and everything, but they forget about nurturing the relationship of a couple. And because of that, they do not become good parents. Alam mo yun? So that's something. Or you might be a perfect parent from the eyes of your children, but in the eyes of your husband or your wife, you're not. So again, it's important that you balance that out. You know.
Wow. Yeah. Agree to you, Sir Randall, from our viewer, Miss Tess.
I love you. You're very very active. So hello guys.
Yeah. Sir Randall, thank you for reminding us that we shouldn't compare, and that it's true, Sir Randall. The more that with this sa YouTube na or anywhere
Yeah.
else in the na parang, oh, we have to be the perfect like this, or we really need to have a date night. Thank you for, like making me realize as well na parang, oh nga, no, hindi naman pala kailangan na I have to follow what I also
Yeah.
hear out there.
Saka
And
dyan
depends on
nakaka-pressure
what
lang
works.
yan eh. You're that
Oh,
pressure brings
oh.
anxieties and stuff like this na, I mean, of course, I mean, you need to work on these things. I'm not saying na
Yes.
wala naman, pero you have your own, celebrate your own uniqueness, no?
Yes.
There's a uniqueness that, let me give an example, no? When my younger boys who are now entering college were being homeschooled, we homeschooled our kids, no? So my wife was talking to other homeschoolers, and everybody parang knows how to do it right. They have their home study room wherein that says there's vision and all these things. Sabi niya, I can't do this. I can't. Sabi ko, doesn't mean that we have to do that. Okay? I mean, we celebrate what we have. We don't have a special room for homeschooling. They love to study in the dining table. This area, this is a study. Supposed to be for homeschool. It was never used for homeschool. They don't like to stay here. They use this as a game room. Now I use it as my Zoom room. Okay? So, they don't. They'd rather do it in their beds. So ano yan eh, parang kanya-kanya yan. And, just to tell you, my son, homeschooled when he went to regular school. He was an honor student. Right now, all the schools that he applied to, he got accepted. So parang, hindi kailangan ganun eh. Hindi kailangan ganun yung that we're torturing ourselves by having how to do it right. And that's the problem eh. That's why thank you for doing programs like this. I really want to full support for these programs. We need to talk about this. We have conversation, but we have to be careful not to pattern ourselves with this social media families that looks perfect in our eyes, but it doesn't have to be that way. You celebrate what's with you.
Right. I agree with you, Sir Randall, and celebrating our uniqueness, and that we don't need to get pressured, especially with the social media. So, what we see in the pictures might not, really be the reality. So, we have to just, and enjoy what we have.
Yeah.
And so, Sir Randall, with all those topic in terms of, parenting, you've already shared to us and you simplified it. And since you are one of the Philippines' top financial advocate and coach, ano ba yung maa-advise mo sa amin as, how we can be better in our finances in a short sentence or paragraph?
Okay. So number
Ayun.
one, okay, number one also, so very important, and then this is, I'm just gonna tie it on to being a parent also, no? Because syempre, di ba, Jen, like we're finance people, there's a pressure for us to raise financially smart kids. I mean, at least, di ba?
Yes.
I mean, that's a minimum expectation for people like you and me. But I guess, at the end of the day, we have to accept also that people are different. But siguro the best strategy in terms of finances is number one, as parenting, no, you have to mirror it. You have to model it.
Yes.
In things are not taught, they're caught. Sometimes my wife will tell me, you should start teaching your son how to trade the market, how to do cryptocurrency. Parang, I don't need to do that. They have to learn it on their own. What I need to teach them is to understand the value of money, why we need to save, why we need to work. Those are the things that are very important. Kumbaga, what I need to teach them are the fundamentals. All of this extra thing, because that's a pressure, because they're my children. People think that they're stock market whiz, or they understand mutual funds left and right, and they don't know. But what they understand, that money is not finite. Money is something that needs to be worked for, money that needs to be saved, and they also need to move in generosity. So that's something that I also teach them. So yan yung mga bagay. But again, very important as a parent, no, also sa finances. Number one, you should know what your priorities are. And there's always a temptation for us. Well, number one, because yan nga, no, we always compare ourselves. We want to be able to do this. We want to be able to give them the best life, no? Many major flaws as parents financially is that di ko naramdaman to, I want to give them a better life, yung ganyan. But in reality, you're not giving a better life. You're raising entitled children who doesn't see the value of hard work and labor and money. So that's very important. So you need to withhold a little bit when it comes to your children. And that's very important, so that you can raise them understanding that what is yours, okay, is yours. It's not theirs. They need to work for it. But secondly, also, we also need to know what our priorities are also. Like, di ba, as a parent, ano ba priority natin? We need to put a roof over their head. We need to send them to school. We need to feed them. Yun yung mga ganun bagay. And that takes a lot of resources. That means we need to work harder. That means we need to be smarter with our money. And that's why it's important for us. And then later on, as I told you, me being a Christian, part of my earning is to be given back to the advancement of God's kingdom. So again, those are all the priorities in my, and that means I have to be better at managing my money. Because if I don't know how to manage that money, then all these priorities will go to waste. Saan pupunta? Yes, we travel. Yes, they have the nice toys, but they don't have a secure future. And then later on, and I guess Jen, this is where we come in also. No, we also want to leave them with something. We want to leave them a legacy. I mean, as young as now, we want to still prepare for that, so that hindi yung mga minamana ng mga Filipino family puro sakit, no? Anong minana mo sa daddy mo? Diabetes or utang. So we don't want that. So we also want to so again, that keeps you on your toes on how to manage. It means that you should not spend more than what you earn. You should learn how to save. You should learn how to invest. You should be insured just anything happens to you, and you should prepare for your retirement. And those things that we'd like to talk about on our regular days, Jen and I.
Right. So, ayan, no, Sir Randall really simplified everything for us. So, those who are actively commenting tonight, you get a chance to win this. So, I will announce the winners on the upcoming episode. Ayan, no? So, Sir Randall, I want to thank you for tonight. No, you simplified everything, and if there is a last few words or tips you would like to impart our bright parents and viewers for tonight, ayan, what would that be?
Okay, first I'd like to greet you a happy birthday again. Okay, that's my
thank you, Sir Randall. It's my dream talaga to have this show with you.
I was actually waiting, and dami mo nang gines, but you never really approached me, so I was happy that you finally approached me. Okay.
Yeah, on the most special day.
So yun pala. Okay, so again, I'd like to encourage everybody, that first and foremost, we need to understand our limitations as parents and as fathers, as husbands and as mothers. So very important, we need that. And second, though, we need to know that the Lord needs to be in the center of everything we do. As a father, as a husband, as a parent, it has to be there. We need to anchor around everything where with the Lord in the middle of everything. So otherwise, we will go astray. We can easily forget our true purpose and our true reasons why we are where we are right now. So that's important. By bringing the Lord in the center of everything, I think for me that's the true sense of what successful families are. So, and then everything else will follow in its right course. Much of parenting, Jen, and this is about grace. And God's grace abounds for all of us. So hindi madali yan mag-parent, no? Hindi porke matanda na sila madali. I always joke my daughter, because my daughter has a 8-week-old baby. The demands. You remember the demands of the 8-week-old baby, diba? Their growth spurts and everything. And sabi niya, that's nothing. Wait until they're starting to crawl, starting to walk. Wait until they become teenagers. Yun sabi ko sa kanya. But God's grace is abounding. So it's grace abounds. So we can overcome those things. We just need to know that we need to latch it on somebody who understands what being a parent is all about, and knowing that we have a father up there who really takes care of us.
Right. Amen to that, Sir Randall. So, ayan, we have very happy viewers for tonight. And so, Sir Randall, on behalf of the Bright Parenting community, ayan, we'd like to award you this certificate.
Wow, thank you.
Ayan, hold on. Let me get that. There. A certificate of appreciation, and this is a certificate awarded to Mr. Randall Kyongson for imparting his valuable insights and brilliant presentation on the topic Family and Finance, Defining Your Purpose in Bright Parenting webinar. And it's given today, June 11, in Iloilo City, and this is presented by me, Jennifer Tan Huantong, Bright Parenting founder. Ayun. So, I know, Sir Randall, you still have another meeting to catch. And so we'd like to really thank you, and God bless you more, Sir Randall. Thank you for being part of my special dream birthday na ma-guest kita. Thank you talaga, Sir Randall, and have a great night.
Okay.
And-
Bye, Jen. Bye, everyone.
Bye,
God
Sir
bless you.
Randall. Ayan, so bye-bye. So we are not yet done. That was the first part, and as mentioned, we have a surprise celebrity singer for tonight. So we have a special performance. Ayan, let me just take it out. There we are. A special performance from Iloilo's R&B princess. We have no other than Miss Mary Ann Jolie. So without further ado, she will serenade us. Take the floor, Mary Ann Jolie.
When you get caught in the rain with nowhere to run, when you're distraught and in pain without anyone, when you keep crying out to be saved, nobody comes and you feel so far away that you just can't find your way home. You can get there alone. It's okay. What you say? I can make it through the rain. I can stand up once again on my own, and I know that I'm strong enough to mend. And every time I feel afraid, I hold tighter to my faith, and I live one more day, and I'll make it through the rain. Ooh. And if you keep falling down, don't you dare give in. You will arise safe and sound. So keep pressing on steadfastly, and you'll find what you need to prevail. What you say?
Wow, wasn't that a spectacular performance from Miss Mary and Jolie, Iloilo's R&B princess? So tonight, as mentioned, the book will be given away to those who listed down their learnings in Bright Parenting and as well as a talk. So we have one of our a very active Bright Parenting member. Let me show that. Ayan. So one of our winner tonight is no other than one of our previous speaker, Miss Mary Joy Montano Fernandez. And she says, my takeaway are every family is unique. Avoid comparing your family to other families. It's about being there or be present. Understand your role as a father or mother. 3 P's, provide, protect, and pray. And the best thing a father should do is to love the mother of your kids. Thank you, Sir Randall and Miss Jen. So, Ma'am Mary, this is for you. Sabay ko email, ha? Ayan. And then, okay, we also have one of our very active tonight. He is no other than Mr. Ayan, no? This is a lot of comment. Our next winner is Mr. Jo Librero. No, he has so many comments for tonight, and he mentioned that yes, we don't have to be Instagram perfect family kasi minsan, di ba, napapressure na tayo, and then we don't have to compare ourselves to others. Ayan, and that's right, no? He mentioned also that what is a perfect family anyway? So, comparison is a thief of many joy. So that's for our second winner for tonight. So let's look for one more for tonight. Ayan, who is very active in our comment section. Kasi yung iba, walang name, so hindi ko makita, no? Let's bring out here who is one of our, okay. Let's see. Ayan, very nice tips. We're proud of you. If I'm not mistaken, maybe this is Miss Jaisel ba ito, who is our, ayan, I cannot see the name of one of the Facebook user here, but it says, ayan, no? Every time I have to go. So heartfelt message from you, Sir Randall. We have a Heavenly Father up above. So, ayan, so who is this ba? Hindi ko makita kasi yung name, no? Ayan, of this Facebook user. So, okay. So, I will just be chatting, announcing who will win this third book, all right? So, thank you so much to our bright parents for being so active. And of course, watching all over, no? We have na from all the way from Osamis, from Bogo, from Guimaras, from Switzerland. So, wow, may from Japan pa tayong viewer for tonight. So, thank you so much. And I want to greet everybody, no, to have a happy weekend. And thank you for supporting the Bright Parenting community. And I wish you well. So, have a great night. Bye-bye.